Alright, we're going to be reviewing the market. Let me make sure my mic is set up. Yep, okay. So, going to be taking a look at the market today. Yeah. Nice little AMD to the upside. Honestly, was not expecting this. I was definitely thinking we were going to finally get our move lower. It did not happen. And, there's a lot to learn from this. So, we should definitely look and see what happened. You can see we rebalanced to the NWAG here, and that was the exact low. Honestly, guys, I should have been more open-minded to being bullish. It's very obvious we had some kind of propulsion block, it seems like. Once again, beautiful NWAG here. But yeah, I should have been more open-minded to maybe the market being bullish because this was high resistant liquidity, some kind of propulsion block, and I'll show you what I mean. So here's that new week opening gap right here. So the market perfectly ended up respecting this. You don't believe me? Well, we can go over here. New week opening gap. There's the low. So new week opening gap provided a nice low of the, I think low of the week, right? Yeah, basically, right? So the new week opening gap was the low of the week, and it makes sense, right? What is going on when we put in this low for the new week opening gap? What is going on, by the way? Conceptualize this. What is going on when we tap the new week opening gap? What is going on? When we tap the new week opening gap, we are putting in the bottom wick on the weekly candle. When we have this, well, maybe this is a bottom wick, but there's really hardly any bottom wick. We come down here, form the bottom wick of the weekly candle, and then drive higher. Definitely an interesting thought, right? So makes sense. Kind of interesting how the new week opening gap, it's another reason new week opening gaps are so powerful. It's going to be the bottom. If there's no bottom wick on a weekly candle, the new week opening gap might be more sensitive. You know what I'm saying? Interesting thought, you know? So this was Wednesday, so until low of week hit, until NWAG hit on Tuesday. And then you'll know as well that, let's see. Yeah, we had the true week open right here, and then look at how the market uses this throughout the week, right? You could have thought this might have been manipulation for the week, but it ended up being this. And so either way you look at it, manipulation for a weekly range, you're going to want to use Monday 18 o'clock as a reference point. You can see this manipulation. Both manipulations were respect to this true open, right? You get what I'm saying? Look at this. This was manipulation. And so was this. And both were in respect to what? Our true week open. Kind of cool, right? So use the true week open as a reference point. What up, Kirk? Good to see you, bro. Both, see what I mean though? Both of these manipulations respected the idea that the true week open acted as a reference point for premium and discount. You know what I'm saying? We're above the true week open for this manipulation, below the true week open for this manipulation. And like I said, guys, for the weekly candle, I was just talking about this, Kirk. This is kind of cool. But the weekly candle, we had no bottom wick on the weekly candle until boom, right? Right when we tapped that new week opening gap. And at that point, we get the bottom wick on the weekly candle. And that's kind of cool, right? That's kind of cool. Because, yeah, at that point, we ended up getting a bottom wick. And then we continued higher. So this using this idea of, hey, the bottom wick hasn't formed on this higher time frame candle. Let's actually use this as an idea for why we need to manipulate the lows still and then trade the opposite direction. Using that as a confluence is actually really powerful. Both manipulations use the true week open as a reference point. And you know what else that I noticed that I was just thinking about is you take, once again, that ghost in the machine idea where we take every single true open, right? Midnight, true week open, right? This is going to be interesting, actually. You know what? This actually makes a lot of sense. We're below midnight. We're below 18 o'clock. And then here's 1:30. That's a true session open. Yeah, this is where things get real interesting, right? So true week open, true day open, 1:30 opens right here. Whew, this is getting cool, right? 1:30. So now we got every true open here. True session open. And then also 152 is going to be the true 90-minute open. And that's going to be the last one I'm going to look at. But this is that ghost in the machine idea that I was talking about. And check this out, guys. Right? If we go to 152, where's 152? We could actually maybe even use a true 22-minute cycle open. Should we? Is that getting too extreme? I don't know, but I kind of want to. I want to look at it. I kind of want to look at it. It's like so crazy precise. This is crazy. 152. Yeah, I say let's take a look at it because, yeah, 158. This is the true 22-minute open cycle. Oh my gosh. And then theoretically, right, what would be the cycle underneath that? What would be it? It would be a 6-minute cycle. So 2 o'clock. So 2 o'clock. I know this is a little hypothetical, but just saying, guys. Why did it end up being so precise? This is crazy, right? I just like taking a look at things that make sense, and this kind of makes sense. So you see how quarterly theory broke down all the way to a 6-minute cycle? And then manipulation occurred right here. That's just bizarre. If it works out, I'm gonna journal it. I'm gonna mark it. So I don't care if people think it's a little weird. Things that make sense to me, I journal it. And yeah, most people be like, "Wow, that's dumb. Like, why are you going that deep? It's not that deep." Or is it, bro? Or is it? Cuz why do we take the low right after that? So this is a 6-minute cycle, bro. What? And then we tap this low into the new week opening gap. Bizarre, dude. That is bizarre. And you know what? We might have had SMT at that low. That is bizarre. That is unreal. That is unreal, bro. Holy. And you know what else? 2 o'clock's when the new 4-hour candle pops up. Wait, yo. That's bizarre. Oh my gosh. Nah. What? Alright, guys, wait. This is crazy. You might be like, you're reading into it too deep. Bro, I don't think so, man. I think these markets are just this perfect. So what is this? By the way, this is a 90-minute SMT. 90-minute SMT with this low. 90-minute sweep. Wow, it's a perfect 90-minute sweep as well. Bizarre, dude. What? Yo, so this was maybe Dark Phoenix, right? Yo, now I'm shook, dude. What? That's really crazy. Right, you see this, guys? What? Yo. The Ghost in the Machine model is crazy, bro. Oh my gosh. Oh my. It's just insane. Do you think Trader Day knows about this? Like, do you think he knows about the fact that it breaks down this like this in depth? 'Cause that's just crazy. Might not make a market recap today. I really, I don't know. I just don't have. I want to, but I don't know if I have time. Sorry, guys. I got distracted with this, but this is crazy. Yeah, because what is this, right? This is the rejection block. Let's see. Yeah, because this is the low on YM, right? And it's a 6-hour SMT with this low. Things are getting a little crazy, guys. Wait a second. Yeah, because if you look at YM when this happens, wait, we might need to pull up a 15-minute rejection block. Yeah, look. So we have a 15-minute rejection block right here. That's just crazy. Every time I think these markets like can't get more precise, I am blown away. So we had a 15-minute rejection block. Sure, every single. Yeah, what? So we don't tap it on YM. Okay, we do on ES. So that's kind of what matters. So let's go on ES. So, do you see what I'm looking at, guys? Just be crazy, right? Consequent encroachment of the 15-minute rejection block on ES gets tapped perfectly. Let's go to the 1 minute on NQ. Right? Yes, but where's the fly? The fly is gone. Right now we're looking at the ghost of the fly, aka the ghost in the machine model. Alright, this is You know what? We're gonna actually mark out true opens on ES as well, because what I've come to realize is you want to have the true opens on both assets, because if one asset takes a true open and the other one doesn't, it's still gonna, from an IPDA perspective, it's still gonna reflect that true open was taken. So look at this, 152. So there's something special about the fact that all the true opens perfectly align when the 2 a.m. candle opens, or when not 2 a.m., 2 p.m. candle, 4-hour candle opens. It's a new candle, but it's where all the true opens converge. Like if we took the limit, or like not limit order, but if like a mathematical limit, like if we take the limit of quarterly theory, like as t approaches 0, what time do we converge to? And it ends up being like right after 2 o'clock. I don't know if that made any sense, but made sense to me. Yeah, man, that's just really cool. So you see how this is Dark Phoenix? Because Phoenix model's happening on ES, where we have every single true open. So, reversals right after 2 o'clock, guys. Right after 2 o'clock. Insanely high probability, because all the true opens are going to converge right after 2. It's crazy the stuff you figure out from just looking. So all the true opens, we converge with all the true opens into what? This 15-minute rejection block. We get 90-minute SMT with it. That's just insane. My mind is just absolutely blown. Absolutely blown, man. So, Phoenix model, Dark Phoenix. Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah, 100%. 100%, man. We're fully locked in. Locked and loaded, ready to go. Bro, Gary, this is crazy. You see this? Here's Dark Phoenix, here's regular Phoenix, using this 15-minute rejection block. Look at this. Every single true open, we get below every single true open. And when does the inducement happen? When we're below every single one. That's insane, bro. That's literally unbelievable. That's it's I can't I'm like in disbelief what I'm even looking at right now. What? Cause nah, wait, that's just bizarre. So Phoenix model. Let's actually get rid of YM for a second. Bizarre, bro. Are you a full-time trader? Working on it. On my way. On my way. I'm on the trader's journey. Yo, this is crazy. So, yeah. So this is pairing Dark Phoenix and Phoenix model with the Ghost in the Machine model that I made. Oh my gosh. The craziest part about this, guys, is we're also below midnight and True Week Open too. We're below every single True Open. Are you profitable? I'm on my way. I took a win today. Took 2.4 hour win. So that's good. I've gotten payouts and I've gotten funded. So take that with whatever you want, right? I've gotten payouts, gotten funded. Real money, made real money from these markets. Trading's a long journey though. But I've definitely had success. I'll say that. I've gotten funded, gotten payouts. Like what? It's like 1% of people ever get a payout. So yeah, I've seen success, bro. But it's like it's a continual growth progress. This is crazy. All right. You can't make this up. I literally can't make this up, boys. We just paired Phoenix model, Dark Phoenix model, and the Ghost in the Machine. Phoenixes and ghosts, dude. What's up with them? Why is it phoenixes and why is it ghosts? This is the ghost phoenix. The ghost phoenix. So, this is Dark Phoenix, right? Dark Phoenix. This is Light Phoenix. You see it? Nah, we gotta spend some time getting images of Dark Phoenix and Light Phoenix. This is crazy. Sorry guys, I'm getting so distracted. We're supposed to be back testing actual setups, but this is way too cool. This is just way too cool, bro. Cause what? Cause how? How could it be that precise? Oh my gosh. This is crazy, dude. This is crazy. Oh my gosh, bro. Do you guys see it? You guys have to see it, right? You guys see it. This, we soup the rejection block on NASDAQ. We tap consequent encroachment of the rejection block on S&P. That's insane, dude. Like, what? It's too precise. Guys, does it ever just freak you out? Like, just a little bit? Because these markets... Oh my gosh, dude. These markets are like... Nah, this is just crazy, dude. Dark Phoenix. So the Ghost in the Machine combined with Phoenix models. Imagine if this happened at a 369 time. $14.04. Oh my gosh, bro. $14.04. No shot, bro. No shot. Yes, bro, Gary. I caught the Dark Phoenix in real time. Twice. This is insane. I caught Dark Phoenix. Go watch the video I just made on Dark Phoenix. I caught it twice. Live. Oh my gosh, dude. This is bizarre. The heck? 1404. What is that? What is 1404? 1 plus 4? 4 plus 4. Which is 9. Oh my. Oh my gosh. Bro. So this is the Ghost in the Machine model with Phoenix with 369 time. That's just crazy. Man, that makes me just want to go on a walk, dude. What? Cause what? What? Yo. You know what would be crazy if this was a GB rejection block? If it is, I might actually, like, freak out. Like, I might actually freak out. Oh my gosh. No way. No way. No, no way, bro. This can't be real, bro. What? I've been red pilled, bro. I've been red pilled. Bro. These markets. This is unbelievable, bro. So insane. For those who don't know what I'm looking at, here's the dealing range, the gold block dealing range. And guess where we formed the low? At the very bottom, the external range of the dealing range. If we go down the dealing range, I'm curious, this could be the rejection block partition. And it was this one that was the rejection block partition. So, yeah, and then you can see we hit that. Sorry, guys. I got so distracted with this. Let's just end this. Let's just close the Pandora's box, bro. Oh my gosh. The rabbit hole goes so deep. The rabbit hole goes so deep. It's insane. Bro, Simon, dude, I'm like, my mind right now is on over. I've been red pilled so hard just now, man. It's just bizarre how precise these markets are. You want to see? I don't want to go. I just covered it. I don't want to have. I want to keep back testing. But like this low formed perfectly to like the millisecond with time and price. This is unbelievable, man. Here, I'll just show you real quick. So we have every single true open. We're below midnight and true week open as well. We're below true session open, 90-minute open, and these are kind of arbitrary, but I just kind of marked them out just to show for fun how it's all divisible in quarters. Then we have a 15-minute rejection block. We push into CE of it right here. This is regular Phoenix. This is dark Phoenix where we soup below the rejection block. It's perfectly at a 369 time, so 1404. 1 plus 4 plus 4 equals 9. 9 is the highest probability one. And yeah, that's it. I'm just like my mind is shattered, bro. It's insane. Oh, no. And it was at the low of the gold block range too. Just absolutely insane, bro. Like I can't even describe how actually bizarre that is. It's crazy. Alright, we gotta move on. We gotta move on, dude. We should actually review price action for today. So yeah, this was pretty clearly high resistant. All this was high resistant liquidity. We ended up going higher off of this high resistant liquidity. Same thing with the New York session, by the way. We could actually do the same exact train of thought with New York session. We're below 18, right? Here's Monday 18 o'clock. That's true week open. We can do the same exact thing. True week open, midnight. Same exact train of thought. And then we can go, okay, 7:30 right here. Let's go down to 1 minute. Let's find 7:30. So 7:30. Yeah, it looks like it's right here. 7:30. What's this? Where's 7:52? Oh my gosh, bro. So 7:30. Wait, this is actually really crazy. $7.52. But with this cycle, you need to use a different with this cycle you need to use a, this is crazy, wait a second. So this manipulation happened in Q3 of the 90-minute cycle. And I'll show you what I mean. So 90-minute cycle splits quarters into 22 minutes. So 8:15. So we gotta find the true open of this micro 22-minute cycle, which is 6 minutes after 8:15. So 8:21. Oh my gosh. I mean, you could use 6 minutes after this, which would be 7:58, but I wouldn't. I would use 6 minutes after 8:15, 8:21. $7:58 and 8:21 are both. Yeah, it makes so much sense, dude. And then 7:58 is also true open for the 22-minute cycle, but we didn't use it this time. Because we had this one was manipulation, that quarter. Wait. Do you think it's better as T22 or 22-minute? Let's do T22. So, all right, to wrap up the thoughts here, right? as we talked about before, this was a 90-minute SMT, and we had a rejection block here. Man. That actually makes a lot of sense. Are you saying yeah in agreement with me? Because I feel like someone watching me has no idea what I'm talking about. They're probably like, what the crap is he going on? D-Trader's like, you call him out. I'll take him. Do you guys think it's better to notate it with T22 and T90 or 90-minute and 22-minute? I kind of like 22-minute better. What's your analysis for the chart right now? Okay, so basically this is a new thought that I've been thinking about over the past week or so. I kind of came up with it on the weekend, but the idea is you basically pair up consecutive true opens. So 18, Monday at 18 is the true week open. So you gotta watch the videos on Quarterly Theory to really understand what I'm saying. But this is like it's a key time. I have a video on true opens, but this is a key time. This is the key time that's gonna be a reference point for the week. This is a key time that's gonna be a reference point for the day. This is a key time. This is the 7th. This is a key time that's going to be reference point for the session. Key time that's going to be reference point for 90-minute cycle, for the 22-minute cycle. And then we tap the rejection block that had a 90-minute SMT right as we're below every single one. And then that was the exact low. And then we expand after. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. But I'm going to re-notate these. I don't know. I can't decide which I like better. Do you guys think the notation of... Do you guys like the T22? Or do you guys like the 90-minute and the 22-minute? Because I can't decide. I guess I have both. I didn't realize. Oh my gosh, I can't decide. What do you think looks better? T90 or 90-minute? The thing is, it gets kind of confusing because I pair a true 90-minute open, but I use 22-minute SMTs with that. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, this is definitely code. Because you can probably put this all into code. It makes a lot of sense. Sorry, I got distracted with the true opens again, but it's so sick, dude. Strike. True open strike again for New York session. Cool. All right, let's move on. Let's kind of close this up book again because the can of worms gets open and then I get distracted and then we go and then I go crazy and then you know, I can't stay in the realm of reality. So, but it's so cool. You guys have to admit, like, it's kind of cool. As Shaney said today, we do have a suspension block, which is something new I learned about today, which is basically we have volume balances on either side of a fair value gap. And honestly, you don't even have to have a fair value gap. It's just kind of two volume balances between each other, like this. So like this. So this is the suspension block. 1 minute. 1 minute suspension block. And then volume imbalances on either side. Let's get rid of that template. It's like Oreo. Suspension block really do be like an Oreo though. I'm actually really wanting to eat this. I'm not even gonna lie. Yum. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah. One minute suspension block, bro. I don't know. I'm just kind of enjoying styling things differently. No, it's too small. ICT should have called this the Oreo block, bro. Because this is an Oreo. I just have the colors wrong. ICT Oreo block. Or ice cream sandwich block. I'm gonna call this the ice cream sandwich block. This is an ice cream sandwich block. guys, I kind of want to just go on a little tangent and look for suspension blocks. Because what? Like this one. Wait. No, that's not even one. We gotta go on a little tangent and look for suspension blocks. Because now I'm intrigued about suspension blocks. Let's go to New York session of yesterday and see if we can find one. Maybe actually, I bet you 5-minute ones will be better. So maybe ooh, look at this suspension block right here. Oh, we cut right through it. Suspension block, you didn't do very good. What's up with that? It's a low time frame one. Another suspension block. Maybe a 15-minute one will look good. Yeah, I notice when they're on the opposite side of the curve and then you come running towards them, they're probably not going to hold that well. So it's mainly, suspension blocks mainly going to hold if it's on the same side of the curve. Like this, for instance. Like this suspension block held. You know why? Because it was actually while we were displacing. It's the same with a normal fair value gap. Like when is a regular fair value gap going to work if it's not on the same side of the curve? It's not. It's never going to. Like it's just, I mean, that's the whole point of inversions, is that the inversion, it's going to basically just say, actually, just kidding, that fair value gap everyone else thinking is going to hold is not going to hold. And that's, you know. Yeah. So nice little suspension block here on the 15-minute. Let's see if we have a 1-minute change of state out of it. Ice cream sandwich block. Hippopotamus blocks. Do you guys know hippopotamus blocks? This is called an ice cream sandwich block. You basically go like this, make it into an ice cream sandwich like this. Yum. Ice cream sandwich block. Yum. And basically, you just kind of make a 1-minute change in state of delivery out of it like this. Yum. And then, yeah, there you go. That's a suspension block flow state. Yum. Ice cream sandwich flow state. Let's project this out. I love how precise these markets are. Isn't it just fun? Isn't it just fun? Ice cream sandwich type of block, type of flow state. Yum. Flow state off the ice cream sandwich block, guys. I'm just having fun. This is pretty cool, though, you have to admit. I kind of like marking suspension blocks like this. We need to give a name for a flow state off a suspension block. Maybe like, yeah, I don't know. So what is this? 11:45. Flow state retest. 15-minute aligning with the 1 minute. This was on. This was actually last Friday. So we gotta go put this in last Friday. 11:45 flow state retest. 15-minute suspension block. 1 minute change of state. Alright, dude, suspension blocks are kind of cool. Let's just see if there's more that work. Because I'm actually so intrigued by them. Like, they are very, very fascinating to me. Oh, man, this was almost a suspension block. Maybe you can consider that a suspension block. I don't know. I wouldn't. But it's just like a regular fair value gap. Like, the suspension block is going to work when there's displacement. I mean, you think you guys would consider a suspension block if the volume balances have the bodies overlap the other way? Like, for instance, like this one, it could be a suspension block, but the bodies overlap this way and the bodies gap down that way. Honestly, you know what? Why not, right? Let's just use it as a suspension block, right? 15-minute. Nah, this is actually I kind of like this, actually. And once again, we take volume balance on either side. So I guess you can consider this a volume imbalance if it's got overlapping bodies the other way. That actually makes sense. Because it's like new day opening gaps and new week opening gaps. Those are still volume imbalances. This is a 5-minute. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty cool. Alright, 5-minute suspension block. 30-second change in state. Crazy. Crazy stuff. Everyone, you gotta stop complaining these markets aren't working and start putting your nose in putting your head in the chart. The market is always right. Bang, dude. Bang. 30-second change to stay out of the suspension block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, dude. 8. 8 standard deviations down. From out of the volume imbalance, too. I'm really liking these ice cream sandwich blocks. Not even gonna lie. But guys, it's all just AMD. I could take a puffer fish block if I wanted to. It's not gonna matter. It's AMD. As long as there's AMD, I don't care what block it is. I could take a puffer fish block if that was a thing. It's not, but if it was, you know what I'm saying? It's not about the type of block. The block is just a higher time frame key level. We're taking AMD. We're understanding liquidity. Everything else is noise. That's crazy. Oh, we gotta make an octopus block. Starting to really understand these markets at a deeper level, guys. Wednesday, October 8th. That was today. $7.11. Flow state retest. 5-minute, 30-second. Dude, I'm just enjoying this, dude. I'm just having a good time. Another suspension block on the 30-second. Okay, guys, suspension blocks are crazy good. It's crazy. ICT, man, dropping crazy sauce. Might be another suspension block right there, yeah. Crazy. So most fair value gaps are honestly suspension blocks. Or not actually that's not true. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh man. But just like a fair value gap, it's all about context. When is it gonna work? When is it not gonna work? Understand it. Understand the context. That's basically the key. That's the key. Oh man, I thought maybe we'd have one there. Anyway. An inversion suspension block. I mean, I just do what works, guys. I do what works, and that's as simple as it gets. Where did my phone go? Is it charging still? What the heck? I lost it. Is it in here? No. Is it in here? No. Oh, here it is. And it's dead. Nice. You have to admit, this stuff's kind of cool. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Honestly, guys, kind of want to go with a 4-hour chart. Maybe there's like a 4-hour suspension block. Or like a daily suspension block. Like, I've never even looked at the market in terms of suspension blocks. It's such a new concept to me. You know, if it's not an obvious suspension block, I'm probably not going to use it. Yeah, so maybe you can consider this a suspension block. I don't know. It's kind of in premium. It's not obvious. Then again, you know what? Let's just use it. So, but this is mostly just to experiment, right? We have volume balances on either end. And then this whole middle part. And since it's a daily one, that makes either end of this both daily volume balances. ICT probably never thought he was never going to release suspension blocks. And then he did. Wow. That's just pretty cool. You know, I almost wonder if we measure out this suspension block in terms of quarters, what's going to happen? That's what ICT does. Wow. Wow. That's just incredible. So this is the suspension block, like split into quarters, including the volume imbalances. And you can see how the market interacts with this. That's just pretty cool. This might have been a 4-hour one. Let's look at hourly ones. Like this. I mean, is it still considered a volume balance if the bodies overlap and not the wicks? I don't know. From my back, this is where you let the market teach you. This is where you let the market teach you. I mean, clearly this still worked as a suspension gap. So, maybe. Well, one thing's for sure, these markets are incredibly fascinating. Just incredible. This honestly was a daily suspension block, wasn't it? I mean, we barely formed it. I don't know. Still. Okay, what else do we look at, guys? Got kind of distracted with suspension blocks. I mean, I did. You guys are probably not doing anything. No one's probably been watching. Let's look. Yeah, there's more. We could look at actual trades for the day. I got really distracted. But I can tell that there's going to be a propulsion block here. There's 2 watching. Yeah, did not think there would be that many. Just being real. Alright, so this right here, it's an obvious propulsion block. This is the type of propulsion block that you can just tell is like, okay, this one's a nice propulsion block. You can just tell, right? Boom, OB. Boom, PB. Like, sometimes there are certain ones that are just more obvious than others. And that's just when you gotta realize, like, that's when some of them are gonna work better, right? Use common sense when something is, like, more likely to work. This is a way more obvious propulsion block. Keep in mind it was with 90-minute SMT. So, bang, 90-minute SMT right there, and a 90-minute sweep. I gotta make the, whatever I decide to do, I gotta make it, I might have been with this low. No, it was with this low. Whatever I decide to do, whether I do the T22 or the 90, I think I'll do T22 because, or should I do T90, T22, or 90-minute and 22-minute? Actually, nah, I'm going to do 90-minute, but I have to switch it all back to the other one. I'll have to do that later. And then what's fascinating about this propulsion block is we hit this and it's so sensitive that it doesn't essentially incur any drawdown at all when we hit this propulsion block. That's just nuts. No drawdown whatsoever. You guys realize how crazy that is? And then we had a 3-minute suspension block on top of it. A 3-minute sus block right here on top of the propulsion block. Three-minute ice cream sandwich block right here. It's just kind of funny. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what? I mean, I just use what works, dude. If it's working, I'm not gonna argue with it. It's crazy. Nice 3-minute propulsion block to suspension block off 90-minute SM2. So we can drop down to a 15-second. Isn't it crazy though that we don't even incur any drawdown when we tap this propulsion block? That's how sensitive it is. This is right at market open too. Smart Money just knew, man. They knew we were gonna expand off of this. So I would use 15-second change in state here. That's what I would do. Yeah, man, that's just crazy. We tap into it. We tap into the propulsion block, and then we go. We go. It's just like that. It's just that simple. No drawdown whatsoever. Yo. Let's make this like this. Yeah, that's just insane. $9.22. There we go, right there. So we were below our 22-minute true open. No, 90-minute true open. Yeah, I like that better. Take our ice cream sandwich. Take that change in state out of it. Bang. Rocket. Let's actually measure this out. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, bro. No way. No way. You think I'm making this up, bro. You guys probably think I'm making this up. Oh, man. I measured it out kind of badly. Yeah, but I think it's too long of a wick anyway. I go like that. Yeah, man, what? So you'd measure it out like this. Whoa. Wow. Wow. And then do we go up to the 16th? Yes, we do. We do, in fact, go up to the 16th. Mind blown. Just blown. Blown away. My mind is shattered. We could actually mark it out like this. And you know what? That's way more accurate. No way, dude. Oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. Right up to that. Oh my gosh. Let's just keep it as the original. And you know what else, actually? Now that we're actually looking at this, you compare this once again with the fact that 928 is going to be the 22-minute true open. 930. Yo. Just insane. There honestly might not be cycles below the 6 minute. I think that's where it ends. I think the cycles end at 6 minute. That actually makes sense, because then guess what? Then you're always going to end up at like a 9:30 or a 2 o'clock. No way, man. No way. So then when we mark out 9:30, the bottom wick of this 9:30 candle whoops. And then 9:30, and you guys see this wick? You see that wick? Wow. Incredible. Just incredible. But for the sake of simplicity in this specific trade, I'm only going to include the 922. And then let's screenshot this. Starting to get it, guys. I'm starting to really get these markets. I'm not even going to lie, guys. It's all AMD. It's all AMD. What date is this? Wednesday? 9:30 on a Wednesday. Flow state close 3-minute aligning with the 15-second. Yeah, 9:30 flow state close. 9:30 flow state close 3-minute aligning with the 15-second. 9:30 flow state close 3-minute aligning with the 15-second. Just makes sense, dude. let's switch all the different templates back. So 1352 for instance. Yo, what up, bro? How's it going? Kind of just making new templates right now. I've been kind of just going down crazy rabbit holes today, and it's been so fascinating. It's crazy what the market will teach you if you just look at it. It's crazy. It is genuinely crazy. What up, Cave? Dude, everyone's showing up right now. What's up? It's crazy what the market will teach you if you just look at it. And man, I've been learning so much tonight. Yeah, so I'm switching all the templates. I'm just renaming templates right now. That's really all I'm doing. I've been backtesting, but I'm renaming templates now. So close to 2K payout with Apex? Dude, well done, bro. Well done. It's insane. That is insane. Yeah, man, there's just the crazy stuff that I figured out today. Like the most mind-blowing stuff that I've ever learned in trading so far, I learned today. Well, it all kind of adds up, you know? I wouldn't say it's just like today was the most mind-blowing day, but it just kind of like it slowly adds up and you realize, wow, everything, these markets are so stupidly precise. It's crazy. Thanks, man. It's been a grind. It will be my second payout since last time. It's insane. That's insane. You're killing it. You are killing it, bro. It's insane. Good job. We could look at the charts right now and see what we got going on. I mean, it's getting deep into Asia session, so there might be opportunity. You know what I mean? We could look around. I can take a trade on my London Asia account. Nice, dude. That's impressive. Most people cannot keep their accounts for that long. That's genuinely insane. That is insane. I'm not gonna lie though, I kind of understand. Man, I understand the markets at such a deeper level now. It's crazy. Like it just makes sense. 6 months. That's incredible. That is incredible. That is incredible. Crazy what you learn from just observing. Okay, let's see if there's anything going on right now, just for fun, you know? Ooh, looks like we've been retracing. Interesting. Yeah, so at this point now we are above True Week Open. We're above We're above. Maybe we're below midnight. Where's midnight at? Did we get midnight yet? No, not yet. $12K in profits for the 30% consistency. That's insane, dude. Yeah, bro. I'm trying to. I had a cave. I had a win today. A 2.44R win, and that's the only trade I took. I killed it today. I'm very, very happy about it. Like, I was so patient, bro. I waited. I didn't do anything until right when we basically pushed up against the low resistance liquidity with an inversion. I knew that was when we were going to run it. So I waited, and then bang. Hit that 2.4R. Yeah, it's crazy. I did it live on stream too. It was awesome. That's one of my best trades in a while, so pretty happy about it. And I only took one trade today, and it was that, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, Cave, you are killing it, bro. You are killing it. It's impressive. Actually, let's keep renaming templates. I don't like this price action. Bro, I hit a 10R last session. What? Oh my gosh, you're killing it, dude. We're all killing it. It's just a matter of time before we take some real insane trades. It's coming. I know it is. Shaney caught a 22R. That was crazy. Yeah, dude, last session was fire. You can say that again. So what I'm realizing, Cave, I don't know if you've ever realized this, but the markets, it's only ever going to be AMDX or XAMD. So like A manipulation will happen below the true open in Q2, and then we'll distribute in Q3. Or, check this out, or, so it could be like this. Here, let's draw this out a little better. I don't know if you realize this or not, but this is what I've realized this. Yeah, exactly. So the market's either AMDX or XAMD. So like it'll be something like this where we'll get the true open, boom, manipulation happens in Q2, and then distribution. Sorry, I'm not explaining this well. Basically, what I'm trying to get at is it'll be AMD, or the true open will still act as a reference point, but it will act as a reference point for manipulation to happen in Q3 instead of Q2, like this. And that's the thing they never tell you. That's what they never explain to you. Yeah, I've never given up, dude. It's kind of hard to explain because I've been like, yeah, it's kind of hard to explain if you haven't observed it. But it's basically Q2 is going to be manipulation or Q3 is manipulation. That's why, because AMDX or XAMD, it's either going to be Q2 or Q3. Any callouts? I'm watching price action right now. It's definitely giving some interesting vibes right now. I'm actually going to look at the true opens. NQ callouts. I'm going to look at the true opens, and yeah, we had the true week open here. We don't have midnight yet. So, D-Trader, D Trader, for me, I'm not taking it. I wouldn't take a trade until, like, if I was to take a trade right now, it'd probably need to be once London session really gets moving, because yeah, exactly. Like right now we're in an accumulation range. So we're probably not going to get a manipulation until midnight and then 1:30 print on the chart, and then we'll get exactly then we'll get manipulation and then distribution, and then at that point we get a trade. So as of right now, lower probability trades is what I would say. So yeah, I want to wait for midnight to print. You guys, should I stay up and trade London, guys? No direction. I was long. Got stopped. Dang it. Hmm. Yeah. Like if I had to take a side right now, D Trader. What we've got going on right now is. No, I'm not even gonna try and predict it, dude. I don't like any of this. I don't like this. Yeah. I don't know. I could stay up and trade London. Probably not a good idea. Yeah. Just thinking right now. Oh yeah, I was gonna keep adjusting my templates. I'm gonna keep doing this. Oh yeah, what I was saying is the markets, it's gonna manipulate either in Q2 or Q3. So having the true open as a reference point could either be a reference point for Q2 or Q3, and that's what they don't tell you about true opens. It's kind of hard to explain though for someone who has like no idea, like and hasn't looked at the charts. How much is one mini? 10 points. There's the nice thing about Bitcoin is there's nano ones. There's nano that you can do. So you want me to look at Bitcoin? All right, we'll take a look at Bitcoin. Yeah, so Bitcoin, we are getting some movement. Well, let's look at the higher time frame. Just dude, don't bother with nano. Fair. Okay, I actually kind of want to look at Bitcoin now that we're talking about Bitcoin. Let's actually look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, I have to go top down because I have not looked at Bitcoin lately. Bitcoin, ETH. We got Bitcoin, we got ETH. We got AMD, then we had another AMD, and now we're slowing down. It's kind of giving mixed vibes a little bit. We had this daily gap right here. This daily gap has been reclaimed. What? one, two, three, 4 times now. So that's pretty crazy. So daily reclaimed gap got reclaimed 4 times. Where's true open? I wonder if there's a true quarter open. Never thought about that before, but maybe. It's kind of unclear. The daily gap was nice here, though. The daily gap, we obviously had a daily gap here. Then we probably got 1 hour change in state out of this. Yeah, this was pretty clear. And then we project this up. 1 hour change in state out of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we kind of hit this max extension area. And so you can see we got a retrace. Honestly, though, in the short term, we've got enough of a retrace. I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm thinking maybe we're gonna induce into this 4 hour gap. Yeah, I think this 4 hour gap. Right now it looks kind of like we're inducing this low of the 4 hour gap. So 4 hour gap. This is what I'm seeing. And then we're getting SMT at the bottom of this gap here. You know what? Maybe we end up taking a trade on Bitcoin, dude. This actually does not look bad at all. This doesn't look bad at all. And then 1 hour SMT with ETH here. Yeah, we definitely have SMT with ETH here, and we have a rejection block. That's clean. And it's with London low. Wait. No, it's with previous day's low. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah, that's previous day's low, isn't it? Yeah, this is SMT with previous day's low. And we're basically inducing this. Yeah, man, I'm gonna be bullish here because look, it's also a 1 hour gap too. Yeah, no, I'm definitely bullish here. I would honestly consider this a 1 hour gap. We got SMT at the low. You know what, guys? We might end up taking a trade on Bitcoin. I'm not even going to lie. This is some clean looking price action. Previous day's low SMT. We obviously use the rejection block of it. That's fair. That's fair. It's a 1 hour rejection block. But what in the world? This is not the normal chart. I'm looking at the futures chart. What? Okay, we got to get the Coinbase charts out because why are we looking at the futures chart? All right. So this might actually change things. If this ain't... Alright. Yeah, you don't... What about this S&T, bro? You don't think this S&T is going to bring us higher? I think we're going to go higher off this S&T at least a little bit. It's a pretty clear 1 hour gap. Once again, previous day's low SMT. One hour gap. We have a nice swing low here. What was that? New York session? How we responding to this in Ethereum? We also have a London SMT with yesterday, but that Okay, so 5-minute change in state. This is the type of thing where I would want to have it be CRT. I would really want to see a CRT here. And we honestly have that. We have a 15-minute CRT. So I'm looking at this high here. This high is a short-term target. We just took out this low, inducing it into the gap. So yeah, we induced this low. Previous day's low SMT. I think it's a 15-minute CRT. Once again, we sweep out this range low. We get a close higher. So bang. Now we're drawing up a CRT high possibly. Yeah, I think we'll drop to the CRT high here. Okay, so now basically framing this model. I'm liking this 15-minute gap here. 15-minute for value gap. So maybe a 1-minute change in state. So like this, inducing these lows. If we came down, pushed into this 1-minute change in state, okay, let's look at true opens. We don't have midnight yet. Okay, so what I think's gonna happen is we need to close midnight, then we're gonna get a drop down. So I want to see some kind of accumulation. So I'd want to see, basically what I'd want to see is accumulation, manipulation, and then continuation higher. That's what I want to see. If I was gonna take a trade. I don't know though. If there's nothing obvious, I'm not gonna do anything, obviously. Anyway. I think I'm gonna be done, guys. I'm getting tired, and this is just... I've been going on crazy tangents, so... Alright, guys. With that, I'm gonna be done. Peace out.